Hey everyone, it's great to be back. We are 2022, 1st of February, and I am here trying to record a review from a bike from DYU, and I've had a heck of a time trying to record this video. The weather's been terrible. We have a blizzard coming tonight, so this is my one and only chance to get this before the spring thaw. So I'm going to get out here on the trail and I'm going to talk to you about this bike. Well, here's a look of it. I just took it out outside of my car, and this is one of the great things about a bike this size and weight is that it's very easy to get into the back of a vehicle. You can see we got a collapsible stem here, and the seat post I have out, which happens to be the battery for the bike as well. So that removes about 5 pounds right there, and the bike itself weighs about 40, so not a big deal to get into the back of a vehicle. DYU is really known for making bikes that are very portable, very lightweight, and affordable. So they have even smaller versions or models than this, which are really kind of intriguing. I really like them. I kind of like those smaller bikes. They're pretty fun and practical just to get into the back of a vehicle. And the rain has just begun. It's supposed to switch over to snow here pretty soon. But anyway, here is the bike. This is, again, from DYU. This is the R1. This goes for $999. And for the price, you get something that is very really unheard of to get on other e-bikes. This does come with a torque sensor, and usually you have to spend closer to $2,000 to get that. So that was the first thing that really intrigued me about this bike, besides just the appearance of it. Very unique frame style. We got back here in the dropouts here, built-in LED lights, and they do flash when you apply the brakes, so that's a good safety feature. It's pretty cool. I like that. Really should get people's attention when you're riding. Has a custom rack that it comes with here that you can remove if you want to. 250 watt rear hub motor. I can tell it probably peaks at probably closer to 350 watts or so. It still has, even though this is a smaller bike, it takes me up the hills really very well. It doesn't struggle at all. And with everything I'm wearing and everything, I'm close to about 160 pounds. So yeah, I mean, it's really pretty good for going up the hills. The only thing that you have to worry about with this is the range, of course. This is the battery of the bike again. This is 36 volts, only 5 amp hours. And that was one of the things I kind of wondered about this bike. You know, what would the range be on this? And it's kind of impressed me. I went for a 13-kilometer ride last weekend, and it still had quite a bit of the battery remaining. I haven't been able to figure out how to change this to miles. I'm not sure if you can or not. I mean, it really doesn't matter to me a whole lot, but I don't know. If that's something that bothers you, then just know that the display is going to show in kilometers. Also has the front light here, front suspension. We got 20-inch wheels by 2.125 inches. So we got the thinner tires here. Keeps the weight of the bike down quite a bit. And this bike weighs, again, it's like 45 pounds with the battery in there. And of course around 40 pounds without it. So very practical to pick up and to get into the back of a vehicle like I showed earlier. This also has some theft deterrent features on here, which are really nice. It does have a lock here for the seat post, which obviously you would want to use because you know, if you won't want somebody to just open this up and take your battery. I forgot to bring the key with me, so luckily I was still able to get this tight enough to ride it. But yeah, there's a little key that you put in there to lock it or unlock it. And then the battery connects here to the controller, which is inside here. And there's also a rear disc locking mechanism as well, right here. And that also has a key that shoves this little pin here. I don't know if you can see it kind of through the opening of here of the disc brake, and that prevents the wheel from turning. When I first assembled the bike, I didn't know it even came with this, and I wondered what was wrong with it. I couldn't make the bike move. The rear wheel wouldn't turn. I thought the brakes were locked up or something, but no, it was this. So I like that. I just like seeing these different ideas that are coming from so many different bike companies. I love seeing new designs, new ideas, new concepts. There's so many different styles of e-bikes. It just kind of blows my mind. Again, it does have the collapsible stem here. Mechanical disc brakes again. Got a little bell here. Kind of simple grips, but those are fine. They do the job. A lot of the weight of the bike, of course, is in the rear here. So up front, it feels a little bit squirrely at first. You have to kind of get used to that. If you're not used to that with the bike, it might take a little time to kind of adjust to that. But really good still. The top speed on this is about 15 miles per hour or so. And the range, probably about 18 miles, 15 to 18 miles, somewhere around there. You know, if you're in the lowest level pedal assist. There's no throttle on this, which I can understand why they didn't put that on here. I mean, if you have a, you know, only 5 amp hour battery, you wouldn't want a throttle on here. That would just drains the power too quickly. Again, only a single speed, single gear here, which keeps the weight down, keeps the cost down. This is metal, the chain ring here. Got metal pedals. They do the job. I mean, I'd probably switch them out to something a little bit bigger, little bigger platform, but that's just kind of personal preference there. But otherwise, they're good. Comes with the rear fender, front fender, everything that you see here. This bike, what it comes with, and assembly was very easy. It's just a matter of putting on the front wheel, the front fender, and the front light, and then just clamping on the handlebar here. So very simple assembly. Okay, let me show you the display here. Very simple again. We have our 3 pedal assist levels, and you can also ride it without the motor. So obviously you always have that option. Turning on and off the bike, you use this button here on top. Just kind of hold down on it to turn it on or off. There we go. I'll turn it back on. And to turn on and off the lights, there's a little button down here that you don't have to press into it or just hold it. You just click it, and then you see the little icon there, and that turns on the lights. Really impressed with the lights they put on here. I like that. Well, I mean, this bike is meant for the city. That's exactly, you know, what it was built for. A very purpose-built bike for city commuting. You know, meant to be lightweight. It does have the theft deterrent features on there, which is great. Obviously, you know, if you remove the seat post, then you're removing the battery, and you're also removing the seat, so that's going to be a big theft deterrent right there. And then you've got the lock back here for the disc brake. The front suspension, I don't think it has any like preload or anything like that, but you can kind of see what travel it has here. Not too bad. The ride on here is really surprisingly good. I thought it was going to be kind of stiff because of the seat post, you know, being the battery, but it's not. It's actually very comfortable. It's not a jarring ride at all. Okay, well there it is. Overall I'm happy with the bike, and honestly it kind of exceeded my expectations. I really kind of didn't have too high of expectations for it. I thought, well, with the lower capacity battery, only 250 watt rear hub motor, but then I really got it, what the purpose of this bike is. You know, it's meant to be lightweight, meant to be practical, portable, and it is all those things, and it does a really good job. And it's, again, it's a purpose-built bike. Obviously this isn't for off-roading or for long distances, but for short city commutes, very good for that. Get the different views of it here. It definitely stands out. I mean, this is definitely a unique frame. And something else I want to mention for the company itself, DYU Cycle, I noticed they have a lot of accessories on their site. Not just accessories, but parts for their bikes. And I haven't seen that really from any other bike company. I mean, you can buy motors, controllers, the lights, pretty much anything you need, any part for these bikes practically. And that is very rare, and that is great. That's a good sign too. So this is a bike that you can keep for quite a while and be able to repair it in the future. And that's something you always want to be concerned about when you're buying an e-bike. You want to know that you're going to be able to get parts for it, you know, a few years from now. Okay, well, I think that's it. I'm going to get back before the weather turns cold and it starts snowing. It is great, though, to get back out here and reviewing. I got a lot more to come this year. I'm really excited about it. Definitely appreciate all of you. It's always fun to do this. So thanks a lot. Stay safe.